morning, students. I am Sankar, working as a physics faculty in Target English Medium School. So, in our past videos, I have clearly explained what is the specific heat and how we can derive a formula for specific heat. That is, we discussed in our past video. And also in the part 4 video also I am clearly explained what is the relation between temperature and kinetic energy. In this time, before going to applications of specific heat in this video, I would like to explain one more suitable example according to our textbook about the relation between temperature and kinetic energy. So, according to the kinetic theory of matter, the temperature is defined as the average kinetic energy of molecules in a system is called temperature. So, and also already I proved the kinetic energy of molecules is directly proportional to the temperature. That is, I will prove with the help of the one more suitable example. First of all, we can take a large beaker or container. Okay. So, initially the beaker is filled with hot water of 60 degrees Celsius up to certain level. Now, we can take a coconut oil, some quantity or amount of coconut oil carefully, okay, dropped into the beaker. So in this one we can do one precaution. What is that one means? Okay, during adding the coconut oil, okay, it must be not mixed with the water. That's why slowly you can drop from one side, it will be settled over the water. And also we know that the density of the oil is less than the water. That's why oil must be float on the water. After that one, now we can close the beaker with a 2-hole lid. Through one hole, okay, so we placed one thermometer into the coconut oil and okay, T2 thermometer we placed into the water through the second hole. Okay, the T1 and T2 thermometers are fixed, okay, with help of the retard stand. Okay, listen very carefully. First of all, we can take a large beaker. Initially the beaker is filled with okay, hot water of temperature 60 degrees Celsius. Now slowly we can add the coconut oil to the water. The oil will be float onto the water. Then immediately the beaker is closed with 2-hole lid. Through one hole, T1 thermometer is placed into the oil and the T2 thermometer is placed into the water through the another hole. This T1 and T2 thermometers is already fixed to the retard stand in a constant position. Now here we are observing that coconut oil initially we are not heated, it is at the room temperature. But we take the hot water at the bottom of the vessel. What is this temperature? 20 degrees Celsius. For example, coconut oil at room temperature, just for understanding of you, we are consider 20 degrees Celsius. So, according to the heat energy concept, we know that heat is a form of energy. It causes the sensation of hotness or coldness of an object, and heat energy is always transferred from a body at higher temperature to a body at lower temperature. That's why in this diagram we are observing that in this activity. So, water acts as a hot body and oil acts as a cold body. But here these two are like a contact with each other, they with layers. That's why what will be happen? Heat energy is transferred from hot water to coconut oil. But in this one, for clearly understanding, you can add red color food grains in coconut oil and water. Okay, the red color food grains is dissolved in the water. are nothing but it is mixed with the water molecules and the oil molecules. That's why the motion of the red color food grains are represented the so motion of the molecules present in the water and as well as the oil. That's why so the heat energy will be transferred from hot water to oil. At that time we are observing that the temperature in the T1 thermometer is gradually increases because of coconut oil is absorb the heat energy, and the temperature in the T2 thermometer is gradually decreases, is nothing but because of what is loses the heat energy. But at that time what you are observing means initially in the starting of the experiment what you are observing that the motion of the red color food grains is less in the coconut oil and more in the water. But so if the time is going on, the heat energy will be transferred from water to coconut oil. At that time we are observing that the motion of the red color food grains is gradually decreases in the hot water and increases in the coconut oil. So why? Because of the oil will absorb the heat energy, that's why the temperature is increases. Due to that reason kinetic energy is also increases. But in case of water it loses the heat energy, that's why temperature is gradually fall. That's due to that reason the molecules motion will be also gradually decreases. That's why what you are understanding. So if the temperature is increases, the motion of the molecules is also increases. Indirectly is nothing but the kinetic energy is increases. If the temperature is gradually fall, motion of the particles is also decreases, is nothing but kinetic energy is also decreases. That's why it is also one of the best example or activity to understand if temperature is increases, motion of the particles are increases, is nothing but kinetic energy is increases. If temperature is decreases, motion of the particles is also decreases, is nothing but kinetic energy is also decreases. That's why finally what we can say is that if kinetic energy of the molecules is directly proportional to the temperature. If temperature increase, kinetic energy is also increase. If temperature is decrease, kinetic energy of molecules is also decrease. Now we can continue to the specific heat concept. Specific heat capacity or specific heat of a substance is only depend on the nature of the substance but not mass of a substance. Listen very carefully. Specific heat capacity is only depend on the nature of the substance but not mass of a substance. What is the reason? Means simply I will give a small explanation orally. So, if we are consider 1 liter water or 2 liter water or whatever the mass of the water or whatever the not only water, we can take the any liquid or solid objects. Whatever the mass of the object you can take, that nature is does not change. That's why specific heat capacity is also not changed. If 1 liter water specific heat capacity is only 1, 2 liters water specific heat capacity is only 1. In case of iron, 1 kilogram of iron 0.11 specific heat in CGS unit. 5 kgs or 10 kgs or 100 kgs, whatever the mass you can take in. So the nature of the substance does not changes. That's why specific heat is also does not changes because of it is only depend upon the nature but not the mass. If it is depend upon the mass, it is the invalid. Now come to the next topic. For the continuation of that one, heat capacity. It is also called as a thermal capacity. How to define heat or thermal capacity? Means the amount of heat energy required to rise the temperature of a substance through 1 degree Celsius or Kelvin is called heat capacity or thermal capacity. Once again, listen very carefully, everyone. The amount of heat energy required to rise the temperature of a substance through 1 degree Celsius or 1 Kelvin, that energy we are called heat capacity or thermal capacity. Heat capacity or thermal capacity we are represented or denoted by the symbol of H. H H is equals to delta Q by delta T. Delta Q is nothing but change the heat energy. Delta T is nothing but change the temperature. Because of every body will be have some internal energy is there by absorbing the heat. Okay, so heat energy, what will be happen? The heat energy will be increases is nothing but temperature is also increases. That's why. So energy will be changes, temperature is also changes according to this concept. That's why delta Q by delta T. What is the SI unit of thermal capacity? Joule per Kelvin. Okay, or joule Kelvin minus 1. In Celsius unit, calorie per degree Celsius or calorie degree Celsius minus 1. Here, okay, you are observing a small difference between specific heat and thermal capacity. In the specific heat concept, you must be consider a unit mass of a substance. But in case of thermal capacity, we are not consider the any mass of a substance. Just okay, we consider the only heat energy and temperature only. That's why the heat capacity or thermal capacity is depend upon the two factors. One is nature of the substance and second one is mass of the substance also. Okay, so what is the reason means? If we can take the same quantity of different substances, is nothing but nature is different. Okay, so for the same rise in temperature, both are absorbed the different heat energy. That's why in case of thermal capacity, the thermal capacity is depend upon the our consider nature of the body and also mass of the body. Due to that one, what we consider the thermal capacity is depend upon the nature and as well as the heat. Okay, so temperature. For example, for same body also we are considered that. Okay, in same nature means in case of oil or in case of water, 1 liter water for the same rise in temperature. For example, the difference in the temperature for take 10 degrees Celsius, it absorbs certain heat energy. But for the same nature of the water, 2 liters capacity, it takes the more heat energy for the same rise in temperature. That's why the thermal capacity of the same nature of the substance or different nature of the substance, it is not the same. It is depend upon the nature and as well as the mass also.